Good afternoon, speakers. Thank you so much for making the time to Singapore. Just want to share something very interesting which happened to me just now. I wasn't here earlier, but I was from another talk about youth, and I have to write something about myself on my name. So I wrote there Muhammad Saiful, and I wrote Servant of God. And somebody managed to read it because it was written very small. And then he asked me, Servant of God, what does that mean? Are you a Christian? He totally missed the Muhammad Saiful before that. Yeah. And my question is related to what the pastor said earlier about the young. I want to hear if you can share with me, how about the youth movement in interfaith in Nigeria? How is that? If you can share your experience, and if you have any advice. Looking around, I think I see a lot of young faces. A lot of young faces around. I think it'd be very useful for us, the young ones here, to hear what we can do. Me as involved as a young interfaith activist in Singapore. Thank you.
Mohammed, the servant of God. I love your heart. It's a beautiful one. Thank you. Having said that, I knew why, in the first place, I say young people should not be encouraged to go into theological dialogue, because sometimes they are very emotional and temperamental. I do remember one of the wars that we have in one of our states, in one of the towns in southern part of Kaduna State, Kafanchan, was an argument between two young boys talking about religion. The other one said, for instance, Jesus is not the Son of God. The other one said, Muhammad is not a prophet. Then that started the fight. You see, they started arguing just between them, and it took almost 9 lives, because two people are arguing, dialoguing over religion, because they are incapable. They are not mischievous. They are sincerely ignorant of their faith, that we can dialogue. Dialogue is very important. There is Isaiah 1:18 say, come let us reason together. So the coming to reason together is an open space to discuss. However, we do have training for young people who want to engage in dialogue. We have a model for secondary school, which we are experimenting. We have also developed curriculum for dialogue among young people. So, and to set up what we call peer mediation among young people of different faith, interfaith peer mediators. This is helping them a lot. In the manual, you guide them against what to say and what not to say in a dialogue, particularly when it comes to issues that they don't understand. For instance, even if I understand Islam, I will never ever empathize for Islam as my colleague will empathize for Islam. I will be talking from my head knowledge. He will be talking from his heart knowledge. And it's different talking about heart and head. So we say to young people, if you are not qualified, don't talk about issues that are very, very strong. Like he said, polite dialogue or unpolite dialogue. So we train the people to understand. So we have those models, and OnePeople.org, .sg. What is wrong with my head? OnePeople.sg. We will be sharing those materials with them on how young people will engage in dialogue. And you may meet our friend Iqbal or whoever is responsible, and the lady who handles young people. There is a lady here that handles young people. We'll be sharing with them those things. It's cardinal. It's sensitive. It's sensitive, because we have all programmed and have been told what to say and what not to say. And I know we have to trade with caution. But young people are important. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Pastor.